Yo. So I know this is kind of different from what videos I said I would make in my channel trailer, but there's also gonna be times that I want to discuss real shit on this channel. As you see from the title, one of the realest things that anyone could ever discuss with you, the viewer, or just who you are as a person, is the concept of being alone. Now, me personally, I've enjoyed my own company and being alone for a long period of time. Not saying I don't consider myself to be independent. Like, yeah, I'm a grown-ass man. I pay my own bills. I buy my own food. Albeit, yes, I still live with my mom. But at the same time, I still need the means to pay for my own things. Now, I'll make a video on this in the future, but personally, I don't really like nor care about money. I know we live in a capitalist country in America, but I said, me personally, I don't give a shit about money. I don't care about being rich with money. I don't care about the concept of the dollar bill, because in my opinion, it's all gonna go out the way anyway, but that's a video for another day. The point I'm trying to make here is this. Being alone, you tend to learn a whole lot more about yourself than you would ever learn being around other people. But one thing I do want to talk about in this video is the concept of FOMO. Now, for those of you that don't know what FOMO is the fear of missing out. It's something that anybody can go through. And if you yourself think you can't go through FOMO,
you're lying.
Now, whatever kind of FOMO you can get, it's a general thing, but people can experience FOMO from seeing people eat a kind of food they want to try, seeing people go to a certain destination they want to try. Anybody can experience FOMO. Now, with that FOMO, you do tend to kind of get a sense of like, okay, I have to lock in now. I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to get where I want to be. And that should always be your motivator. That should always be your goal, to do things that you want to do, not what anyone else wants to do, but what you want to do. But again, you would not really know this lesson unless you feel alone. Because when you're around other people, you start getting comfortable. You start getting content. You start feeling like you can do anything you want until reality check. You can't do whatever you want to do. Because life has rules. Life has things that's going to make you see, I can't do what the hell I want to do. And that's completely okay. But when you become alone, you start to learn a lot of things. Like for me, I learned, I want to say, the duality of not just men and women or of people in general. A lot of people we live in this world, they're snakes, they're rats. They will do whatever they can to fuck you over if it means bettering themselves. Not everybody will do that, but certain people will do that because they want to strive to be better people. They want to strive to get ahead in life. Now, me personally, I love my friends. I love people I care about. I love my family. But more importantly, I want to do good for me, because I know as much as I love them, I gotta do me. I gotta be me, alone by myself. When you're alone, you do learn a couple things. Like for me, I learned about patience and being calm. Now, when you're around certain people, you will absorb their energy. You will act like they do a little bit, but still be yourself. Never forget your morals, never forget where you come from, especially when you're around people. Now, one lesson I want to teach you is you are enough, dude. You'll always be enough. I love this hoodie personally, especially for the message it says on the back. I know you can't really see, so I'll walk out a little bit. I'll zoom in if you can't, but I love this a lot. Because it teaches people that even though I don't know who you are, you're a stranger, maybe you needed this, maybe you needed someone to tell you this, but I love you. I don't know who you are, but I love you. Us as human beings, we should learn to love each other, learn to love one another. Because at the end of the day, we're on this planet for one another. That's why I don't understand why so many people are angry at one another, why they turn on one another. It's okay to be you, do you alone, but at the same time, don't be a dickhead to the next person. You learn a lot from being alone, besides patience, resiliency. But another thing you learn when being alone is that when you're alone, that's just how things are gonna be. It is sad, it is heartbreaking, it sucks, but you learn a lot about yourself. You tend to grow. You can't grow in an environment where you're gonna be comfortable all the time. If you want to grow, you gotta go do things that makes you feel uncomfortable. Like for me, I'm not a big concert goer. I'm not. I've never been to a concert in my life. But one thing I love doing that I'm still kind of getting comfortable to again is going to wrestling shows. I'm a big wrestling fan. This past November, in fact, I went to see my hero since I was 7 years old, John Cena, in Madison Square Garden one last time for his final Monday Night Raw. And honestly, it was amazing. Seeing him with the IC title, seeing him being his silly, goofy self one last time live, it was probably the most joy I felt in my life up to that point. And all while I'm still not comfortable being around that many people, I still had a good time. But you know what else I had a good time at? Seeing my GOAT Dolph Ziggler return, man. Yo, hearing that music, pause the video. Pause the video right here, bro. Seeing just the crowd go crazy, hearing the music, I love Dolph Ziggler, bro. Dolph Ziggler, in my opinion, is one of, if not the most underrated wrestlers in the history of the company, bro. Like, this man should have had a rocket strapped to him for so long, but I'm sorry, I'm rambling on. I just love Dolph Ziggler. I wish he had better in WWE, but it is what it is. You see how passionate I got about explaining something that I did by myself? Like, I like doing things alone. I even work out by myself. This past week, when New York City had a snowstorm, you know that episode of SpongeBob where SpongeBob and Squidward were walking through that sandstorm holding a pizza? Yeah, that was me. You ever had hail coming towards you at a fast rate before? Trust me, that shit hurts. But I still did it. I wanted to get a workout in. And when I got to the gym and barely anybody was there, it was such a peaceful feeling that I don't think I've experienced in such a long time. Now, I don't want a home gym. I like being around people working out, but at the same time, I would much rather be in a gym with a low amount of people and a lot of exercise equipment than be in a room full of exercise equipment and no one around me. It sounds weird, but trust me, if you know, you know. I've probably said a whole lot of nothing to some people, and if you get what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying. If you don't, I'm sorry. I'm not the best at explaining how I'm feeling in certain times, but if you get it, you get it. But at the end of the day, just remember, you're never truly alone. I'm not going to force my religion on people, but I pray every day. I believe in Jesus. I hate church, but again, that's a video for a whole different day. I just wish the best for those watching this video. Remember two things. One, never change who you are for people. Never think just because you're alone that you have to be different. You're a weirdo. You're not normal. You're into anime. You like different kinds of music. You're goth. You're into whatever you're into. That makes you unique. And if your friends aren't into that, that's fine. You're around the wrong crowd. It'll take time, and that's completely okay. It's who you are. Don't ever change that. If you don't drink or smoke like me, but you want to start doing that because you think that'll get you friends, don't do it. And number two, to end off this video, if no one told you, I'll tell you right now. I don't know you. I can't see who you are. But just remember, I appreciate your existence. I do. I love you. You look good today. You're very handsome. You're very beautiful. If you can hear it from a stranger, why can't you understand it from yourself? If you're over 18, just want to put that out there. If you're over 18, like no weirdo shit around here, alright? But I appreciate everything you've done for yourself and this world. Even if you haven't done anything yet, when you do, just know, I hope you appreciate for yourself. I'm just rambling on. You're a good person. Seriously. When you jump over that barrier, you can get through that funk you're in, you finally accomplish the one thing you want to do for so long, you'll feel better about yourself, bro. Happens to everybody. Happens for you as well. Stay beautiful. Stay you. Once again, if no one told you today, I appreciate your existence. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.